Hello and welcome back. I'm Dmac and today I'm going to look at picking and hopefully gutting this beautiful little Medeco Disassembly M3 cylinder. I don't have a key for this one, so I have to make sure if I do get it picked that I don't lock it back up so we can gut it. But that said, we do have these top pins here, so if you've not got a Medeco or seen them before, I think all of the ones that I've come across have grub screws at the top, so you can we can gut it that way, worst case scenario. But this one is Medeco, so you've got the wedge shaped key pins down the bottom. I'm not sure what pins are up top because I haven't gutted it yet, but being the M3, it's got a little slider just here. A little sprung slider down the bottom, and at some point that binds. I think usually you rotate the key pins to line up with a sidebar, and then at about that point that little slider binds, and you just give it a bit of a push, and you get like a little turn on the plug maybe, and that tells you that it's probably time to start lifting the pins. Hopefully it'll happen in that order, but we'll find out. So let's get them in the vise and get them open. So we've got them all set up in the vise there, and I'm going to give those key pins a quick rake just to ensure that they're all mixed up and not in their correct order prior to picking it. So let's get you zoomed in. Oh, nice and close. And we'll go top of the keyway, counterclockwise, and start off with this monkey paw. Just periodically going to sort of just give that slider a little push just to see if it's where we need it to be. But first of all, I'm just interested in rotating the pins to get them aligned with the sidebar. And once that's done, that slider should bind. Overset something there. Sometimes I lift up the key pins at the same time as turning them, but it's okay to let off tension, let those pins drop. Anything that's still aligned should still be aligned when you reapply tension. Usually with Medecos, once you get all the key pins aligned, you get a very slight full set. Just a little bit of a turn on the plug, and that should tell us that it's time to start lifting those pins, picking the top pins. Oh, a little bit of movement then on the plug, very tiny. Bar slider isn't binding yet. Right, that just bound up then. That slider feels like he's set a little bit. So I'm going to go to lifting these key pins. One's binding. Small turn on the plug there. I lifted 3, I think. So click on 2. Another click on 2. And I think there's 3 or 4 then. A little bit of a turn. Just noticed I'm going out of focus there. Hopefully I wasn't out of focus for too long. Getting too excited picking it rather than looking at the video to see if it was out of focus. Trying to ease up on the tension a little bit. I don't know if these M3s have got counter milling in the plug. I think they might have. They might have barrels, but I can't remember what's in this one. A nice click on 5, I think there. Again, a little bit of movement on the plug. And there we go. We've got the open. I think that was 3 or 4. Zoom you out, and we can peek inside and see what goodness is in there. So we've got this tail piece on here, which just unscrews. And I think I will get some tools out ready to get this gutted. I've got these nice circlip pliers, which should help me get this little clip off the back. I went for so long without circlip pliers. It was only recently I got these, and they've come in handy so many times. We've got there some sort of little bar in there. I'm not going to shim it, I'm just going to go for it. We should be okay, I think. Yeah. And there we go. So yeah, we've definitely got counter milling in there in 1, 2, nothing in 3, counter milling in 4 and 5. Let's get rid of this sidebar first and try not to lose the little springs. I lost one spring, there it is, just there. And dump these pins out. It's nice to gut a lock that doesn't have a key, because you can then get an idea of the bitting that's on it. Oh, there's a little slider there, we'll have a look at that in just a sec. There's a low pin in one, and then these back pins are quite high. one there. We've got a nice... Oh, where did he go? He went somewhere. Pinged off onto my shirt. Yeah, we've got a nice deep gate there, true gate, and then we've got serrations as well. I've not seen that on the other Medecos that I've picked. And these ones have got just a true gate on that one, just one gate on that one, no false gates on this, which is good, makes it easier to pick. Oh, we've got one there actually, just to see it. So you've got the true gate there, which is the deeper one, and that shallow one is a false gate. So we've got one false gate on there. And those slots on the pins, we need to rotate those to align. Just try and grab that one. Yeah, the pins, they've got about 30 degrees of movement. So you've got to rotate them using that little wedge there. So you grab your pick and sort of tickle it back and forth. And there we go. So when it lines up with a true gate, it will lock in there. There, it'll just stick in the false gate and feel quite stuck. But yeah, to get it open, for the sidebar to retract, all 5 of them need to go into the corresponding slots on the pin. So that makes it fun to pick. A couple of little springs there. And if we look there, that's a little slider mechanism just there. And what that does, so we just looked at the sidebar there and these little protrusions that need to stick into the key pins. And that slider, you just see it's connected just there. If I push it, easier said than done. Oh, there we go. So as I push it, you can see that those move out of the way, because currently you've got those little slide bar slots, and slot 2 and slot 3 are blocked by this little slider at the bottom. So at some point it binds, so you give it a little push and then it clears out the way. The sidebar's allowed to go in, and that gives you the clue that you're then just picking the top pins as a normal pin tumbler. So I think in some ways picking the M3 Medeco is easier than picking a standard Medeco, because it does, you know, you're turning those pins, and then at some point you'll press that slider in and you'll get a real sort of positive click, and that just tells you that the sidebar's set. So it actually, I think it actually helps you. That slider does come out as well. Hopefully you won't go pinging off somewhere. There's a little spring. And there you go, that's that little slider mechanism there. So let's have a look what's up top. And we've got the counter milling in the plug, so it's nice if we've got barrels. We've got standard in one. Got serrated in 2, which is nice. I guess that'll catch on that counter milling. And we've got a nice barrel in 3, which is a copy of the Asa barrels, that one. So it does interact nicely with that counter milling. Another barrel there in 4. And lastly, what have we got? Oh, we've got a nice mushroom pin. I'll show you that one. Yeah, nice mushroom pin in 5. And there we've got drill protection. These confused me when I first picked Medecos. I think they fell out and I didn't realise where they come from. They're just like little crescent moon shapes, and they sit just up there in the lock body for drill protection. I think there's another one there, just sits loose. We've got the sidebar. That's the sidebar groove down there that the sidebar sits in. So let's get that out of the way, give you a quick close up of the pins. So yeah, we've got the bottom pins there, and that nice serrated 1 and 5, which is a nice surprise. Mushroom, barrel, barrel, serrated and standard. We'll just see how those barrels grip the counter milling in the plug. Get it where you can see them. Yeah, you can see the counter mill in there, and let's just have a look at 5. It grips reasonably well. It just doesn't feel as much as some of the Assa barrels grip with their counter milling, but it's a nice touch and certainly makes it a fun pick. Anyway, I'm going to put this one back together. Thanks a lot for watching, appreciate that, and yeah, if you want to subscribe, I'll leave a little link up there, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye for now.